Hello racing fans and a warm welcome to Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Bet with the best, a bet with WSB. Well, we're looking forward to this weekend's racing. It's Saturday and Sunday. Well, we know what's been happening down in Cape Town with the inclement weather. And we race at Durbanville on Saturday, the 23rd. And hopefully everything goes according to plan at Durbanville, because they put on a nice card, and hopefully the rain stays away firstly, and we get racing underway in Cape Town. That'll be on Saturday the 23rd. And then on the 24th, which is Sunday, it's going to be Greyville, where they got an 8-race card, and I've had a good look at that. So those are the two race meetings. You, the racing fan, I trust that you're well. You're having a fair week. It's a short week when it comes to racing, with no racing on Monday. Of course, Tuesday, we know what happened there with after a few races, that race meeting was abandoned. Wednesday was just 7 races at Greyville. Thursday at the Val. Friday, hopefully we race nicely on the turf in Fairview, Abeka. And then Saturday, Durbanville, and Sunday, Greyville. So I've picked up one horse on Saturday. I've just gone, I think this is the best bet on the card, and 3 horses on Sunday at Greyville. So Saturday at Durbanville, though, just the one horse for the day, comes up in race number 3. And this is a maiden plate for fillies and mares over 1,250 meters. And it is Song of Myself, number 7. The Candace Bass Robinson stable is in cracking good form. So is jockey Aldo de Mayo. And this filly, the daughter of Cam Cliff, she was unfancied first time out. She was 25-1 in the betting. Debuting at Durbanville over 1,250 meters, and from a poor draw, or should I say a midfield draw, she was up with the pace, but she stayed on. But nevertheless, I looked at the time, 22.7 seconds was a 400 finish, so she did finish in a good time. Second in that race was Glen Club, that came out to win for Greg Enion, so that form line is looking good. And in that race, she obviously finished 1.5 lengths behind, or in front of, should I say, number 11. Which is Justin Snate's runner. So, number 7, Song of Myself, will be priced off as the favorite, and just with natural improvement, plenty more to come from her, I think she will be hard to beat. So just the one runner on Saturday, race 3, number 7, Song of Myself. And then on to Sunday. Well, Sunday we're going with 3 runners at Greyville, and our day will begin early in race number 2, where I'm firmly in the camp of one horse here, and I penciled this horse in as one to watch out for once they put it over ground. Both runs have been over shorter, 1,000 and 1,200 meters, and just doesn't have the pace and the speed to go with horses over the sprint trip, and now goes over a distance that I think will suit this horse well. I pulled out a pedigree, and Tinus Chirika owned and bred the half-sister called Charming Glass, who didn't win a race. She raced for the Aussies, but she did place over 1,600 and 2,000 meters. So now this individual, the son of Patala Palace, is winning over 1,600 meters with the engagement of jockey Muzi Yeri. I think a massive runner in this race, the big improver in the race. And if the 1,600 meter trip suits him, I think he will be the horse to beat. Race 2, number 6, Beach Palace. Then on to the third race, so it's quick and fast at Greyville on Sunday. I marked this horse as one to follow next time out. And the horse's name is Swift Nix, Garrett van Zale's runner. After that much improved run last time out, I said wherever position next time out, certainly one to note. Now, this horse last time out was at any price, 40-1, ran third, beaten 3 lengths by Ancient World. Now, on that run, you can clearly see that he did finish in front of a horse called Billy of Tea, which is horse number 5, although it was marginally, it was short hits to the line. The fact is, he beat the Mike Miller runner. From that form line, 99 Heroes was second. That has come out to win. Now, if you go 3 starts back, this horse put in an eye-catching run over 2,400 meters when finishing quickly behind Luck of the Iris, beaten 2.5 lengths. And then last time out, I mentioned 1750 meters was arguably his best run to date. So 2400 meters running on. 1750 meters caught the eye last time out. I think this 1900 meter triple suits him perfectly. For me, he's the value in the race. Number 10, Swift Nicks, and it's Atandiwem Gutla and Garrett Van Zyl with number 10, Swift Nicks. So that's the second of our three runners. And then I go on to race number 5 to close things off at Greyville. And this race, I really like the look of Alison Wright's horse called Master Josh. The horse has had 4 starts for the stable and was, rumored to make a winning debut for the yard, which was way back on the 10th of June, where the horse attracted a lot of betting support, started in the Red Free, and that day looked everywhere a winner but the line, because that first timer we haven't seen yet for the Dean Canamayer stable called Green with Envy came out to make a winning debut over a distance of 1400 meters. Now, next time the horse won well, rightfully winning over that 1200 meter trip, and he's had 2 runs since, touching on those 2 runs, 1200 meters, close up behind more La Liga. And then last time out, just stayed on, didn't find a finish behind New Mexico. New Mexico was the visitor from the Attic Laird stable that just came through and was just too good for the locals that was at Scottsville. So that was nevertheless a bad run in a big field of 14 runners to run third. And now this distance, 1400 meters. Now, this distance of 1400 meters is what I think will suit the horse nicely. That last start behind New Mexico, just by the way, Alec Laird's runner, New Mexico. That last start behind New Mexico, second in that race was Teichmann, that came out to run a decent second the other day behind a horse that remains unbeaten called Mexican Pete for Frank Robinson. So that was a nice run. And then 5th in that race, one has to take note of, was a horse called Accept Expectation, Peter Musquet's runner, that came out to win. Now, highly competitive, novice plate next time out, and at any price won a big race. So that form line is holding up well. There's just 2 obstacles that I'm hoping this horse can overcome. Number 1 is the draw, and number 2 is the weight. The draw is 10 out of 12, and the weight is 61 kgs. But we'll leave all that to the inform, the boy that's on top of the jockey's log. What a wonderful start to the season he's had, and that is Mozi Yanni. So Mozi has got to know this horse nicely in his last 3 starts, and I'm hoping that he could do the business here in race number 5 with horse number 10, Master Josh. And that is it, guys. So we've got 1 at Durbanville on Saturday, 3 at Greyville on Sunday, and those 4 horses, there will be 2 trebles up on the World Sports Betting menu. And hopefully you have a wonderful weekend wherever you play on World Sports Betting. As always, from the entire team at World Sports Betting, thanks to all the punters, but more importantly and more especially, thanks to you, the valued customer. Until next week, you take care, have a blast, find all the winners, make a huge profit, and hopefully it turns out to be a very successful weekend for you. Take care. Salaningashi.